Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, I'm here to do a review of the Man of Steel trailer that just came out today earlier. Like I've watched it a couple different times, watched people's perspective on it, I've seen people's reviews and the consensus is wow. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's I like next year, June 2013, can I get here soon enough? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the trailer. Like earlier this summer, around the time when Dark Knight Rises came out, we got a teaser trailer. Similar to what we got, teaser trailer to what we got with Dark Knight Rises last year. But this, yeah, we got like in the teaser trailer. If you remember, we had there's two of them. One with Russell Crowe as Jor-El talking, the other is as Kevin Costner as Jonathan Kent talking. So yeah, but here we get more, we see more. We don't quite. I mean, I've watched it a few times. At first, I wasn't too sure of it, but now watching a couple other times, yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, well, first it shows like Clark as a child. He's just kind of just struggling with himself, who he is, and just keeping a part of that side hidden from himself. If you saw, it basically is on a school. Basically, Clark's a child. He basically saved the school bus, like both, I guess, his classmates or whatnot, and Kevin Costner, Jonathan Kent is telling me to keep that part of side of himself a secret, because the world's not ready for that yet. The world's not ready for a kid or a dude who could like do the things he does. The world's not ready for that. Because the world can't handle that right now. It's like it's like, and young Clark is like contemplating, what should I have done? Should I just let him die? And he's like, maybe. I mean, not sound cold, but it's just like, look, the world's chaotic. It's just like you need to like protect yourself. He's just worried. He's concerned about his son first and foremost. And we also hear voiceovers from Martha Kent, played by Diane Lane. Is like, I really liked her voiceovers, trying to comfort him. He's has a lot to deal with. She's trying to comfort him. It's like what a mother does. Comfort her child. It's like, and further along, like what the epic shot was when like you see Henry Cavill as Superman, like in full Superman gear. Walking in the ice, like in the Arctic somewhere. In the Arctic somewhere, he's walking with the full cape flowing, all that stuff, just epic. And then he puts his fist on the ground, like he just flies, just take off. We see all these action scenes. We see a few seconds of Michael Shannon as Zod, just a few seconds, and we don't see too much. We see a little bit of Amy Adams as Lois Lane, but it was just a lot of action scenes, and there's a lot of battle. There's like invasion, like we see Krypton, I think. We've got Russell Crowe as Jor-El and his wife Laura, and basically it's just epicness, just really scope, just really set the stage. It didn't really reveal too much. I mean, in terms of plot, well, it kind of did, but just not like specifics per se. But yeah, basically, other than the fact it's an origin story, more or less, it's kind of like using the same feel, taking the same feel that the Dark Knight trilogy started with, except with Superman. Like I can't wait. Like I'm like looking forward to this. This will be like probably the thing, like the thing. Like this will be the thing. This will be it. Like Christopher Nolan, like he has his input. He's a producer of the film, and we got Zack Snyder who's putting his direction in there. Like, so, let's just see what happens. And one thing, like maybe this will lead to a Justice League movie, which will come out in 2015. But like people have had, there's a few rumors like regarding that. I'm going to go a little off topic. Like maybe this could be like hopefully it gets set up for a Justice League movie, because I mean, unlike from what I've heard, sometimes some say the DC cinematic universe have already started with the Dark Knight Rises and the Dark Knight trilogy. With that trilogy being done, moving on to Superman, maybe Justice League. I mean, honestly, that would be epic. I would love to see that. To me, I mean, rumors say that Joseph Gordon-Levitt will be the new. If you remember seeing the Dark Knight Rises, he became the new Batman. He took on Batman's legacy, or he was revealed to be really Robin, but. Like, I don't know, if the Justice League movie ever came out, Joseph Gordon-Levitt would be Batman, but I don't know. But yeah, hopefully I can work. I mean, I mean, honestly, I would love to see, Christian Bale's Batman with Henry Cavill's Superman. I would love, I mean, I don't know, it's probably not going to happen, but hey, people can dream. I mean, honestly, like, it just makes sense. I mean, I would love to really see that. Like, I mean, this looks epic. I mean, if Christopher Nolan has his hand in the pot, it's bound to be good. You know, that's we've seen that time and time again with the work he's done with Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, a few other works I have yet to see. But yeah, he knows what he's doing. This guy knows what he wants, and yeah, maybe I don't know. He says he's not really interested in doing a Justice League movie, but maybe I don't know. Maybe that's just hush hush. Maybe not on the low. Like maybe or be involved in it somehow, or maybe an overseer or producer. I don't know. Zack Snyder might direct. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. Next couple years. I mean, but I'm a sidebar this. Like I on my Facebook, I saw someone say like we posted like a link up to this with my friends on Facebook. Said that like he like I mean this and the Dark Knight trilogy will make the Avengers look like a hip indie hipster film, which I'd say is true. I mean, the Dark Knight trilogy and the Man of Steel takes a much more serious tone than the Avengers does. No disrespect to the Avengers, I love it, but honestly, I'm a DC guy. I got my Batman poster right here and everything. I think DC what we really need to do is introduce characters, maybe Superman, maybe have Wonder Woman, Flash, and a decent Green Lantern movie. Maybe other characters, bring them together in a Justice League movie. It'll be epic, much more epic than in the Avengers. But one thing is that's different from DC movies, other than Marvel movies, is that DC movies have more meaning. There's more depth to it than Marvel is. I mean, Marvel's a kind of a little more superficial. Marvel's good. But I think DC has more depth. There's more depth to their characters. There's more deeper meanings. More serious. It's more adult oriented and everything. Older folks grew up with it. Another thing, I'm a cyborg. Batman and Superman. These movies will have probably gross more than probably gross more, have more gravitas than any of the other individual Avengers related movies, like any of them. But I think what Marvel they had to do is bring all the Avengers. The Avengers pretty much all they're lesser less by themselves. The characters in the Avengers don't have nearly as much gravitas as Batman or Superman. That's just how it is. The Avengers had to come together in one film in order to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it had to be. Together. Really, the Avengers aren't really much of anything on their own. That's just how it is. No disrespect. That's just how it is. They're together. Really, but at the end of the day, you really can't. It's really kind of comparing apples with oranges. They're separate things, but still, it's still, I can't wait. Superman, Man of Steel, he's gonna take it. He's gonna be the Superman we all want, we all deserve, and maybe later on, maybe in other future installments, you might see Lex, Brainiac, and some say Darkseid will be the villain in Justice League movie. We'll see. I want this, I cannot wait. Maybe see a Justice League movie in 2015. Hopefully. That's just how it is, but that's it for me. Y'all comment, let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all soon.